Hey everybody, I'm Chuck here with another video from Dizzy's Sorcerer's Arena. Today, I'm going to talk about how I determine worth in games. So mobile games exist on really two main principles. One is that you don't have to pay to play. But the second one is that if you're willing to pay, you can, and there are many ways you can spend. So that was just a quick look into my inventory. I'll show you guys again. I personally spend very conservatively. I have spent in the past, and I hope that eventually, if you guys like the videos and as I get better at making them, obviously, that I'll be able to make a little bit of extra money off of YouTube so I can invest it into the game so I can keep up with the content that you guys all want to see and you guys would enjoy. So how am I determining worth? So first and foremost, I never spend if I don't have to. And so I'm not looking for excuses to spend, I'm looking for reasons that my money will be worth it. And really it's a three-step process for me. One, I look at what is being offered and I determine if I like it. So again, going back to I only play Disney and Star Wars games. I only play games where I really enjoy the content. It's not like a bunch of random characters that they're just throwing at me. Like, these are characters that I have some sort of connection with. And so I look at this, I'm like, okay, well, this is offering me, like, I can unlock more Simba tokens. I get a Lion Cub Simba outfit so I can make him look like Lion Cub Simba. I get this talisman that you can make it so that that's your icon. And then some other rewards. If you ever want to see what all 9 of these are, you can always just go there. So I'm like, okay, you know what? For this one, assuming if Lion King was my favorite movie, and I really liked the way young Simba looked, for instance, then I'd say, okay, you know what? I like it. I like some of the other rewards as a bonus, but I really want that particular item. So now I'm like, okay, so now the second thing I look at is how much does it cost? I'm like, $20. Okay, do I have $20 to spend right now? You know, that's kind of how I'm going through this process, is like, first I figure out what is being offered and if I like it. If I like it, then I look at how much it costs. So I don't even look at its cost unless I figure out if I like it, because I showed this in spending effectively in Dizzy Heroes Battle Mode 2. It's like, even if the reward, even if it's cheap, if it's not something that I need or like at that time, then it's not worth it still. Like, even if it's a $2 deal, I'm like, okay, you know, $2 isn't that expensive, but if I don't like what's here in the first place, it's not worth it for me to spend my money. I'm not finding excuses to spend. I'm finding reasons that I want things that I really, really want, and I'm willing to invest in right now. So if I say, you know what, I do have $20 right now to spend, then I've determined whether or not it's worth it. So that's like my three-step process. It's like, I figure out if I like what's in the deal. I figure out if based on how much it costs, if I can afford that right now, easily. I'm never going to stretch my budget specifically so I can spend money on a mobile game. And then that kind of like leaves me with the last of whether or not that's worth it. Do I like this enough, and do I have the $20 to spend that the $20 are worth what the rewards are? And there's a lot of packs right now, because every single event, it seems like they're putting out packs. So like, this is another one, for instance. I love Aladdin. Aladdin is one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. But for this here, I like what they're offering. It has really good rewards, but $90, I just don't have $90 to spend. You know, like, my budget doesn't allow me to spend $90 on a mobile game like this. So I'm not going to buy it. That didn't even get past the second pass. But meanwhile, like, where's the Aladdin pack, you know, I like Aladdin. It's only $10. For right now, let's say I have $10 to spend, but you can see I don't, like, 25 Aladdin tokens isn't gonna do anything for me, so it's not worth it. So that's kind of like my process on when I determine to spend. There are plenty of people out there, like, I super recommend watching SHD games. He doesn't spend. He's made that clear. He's extremely smart with what he invests in, and he does free-to-play right. So I highly recommend you watch his videos. Link to his channel in the description. And seriously, like, but for me, I'm going to spend sporadically. I'm not going to spend all the time. I'm not going to spend, obviously, on every single pack. And who knows, maybe down the line, as I keep making videos, and as you guys like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff, eventually I could get to the point where making videos would actually benefit me, and I can make some money, and I can invest it back into these games for you guys, whether that's Disney Heroes Battle Mode or here in Disney Sorcerer's Arena. But I just want you guys to kind of see, like, someone who is a mild spender, how I approach it, because I'm not the kind of person that's spending on everything they possibly give me. There are plenty of people out there that do that, especially with a lot of these Disney and Star Wars games, and that just that's not fun for me, because I don't have that kind of money to spend. But I do have some, so I do determine worth. So whether I like to think of myself in like the in-between, between people that are spending a lot and have everything all the time, and then the people that never spend and are comfortable like investing all their time in the game, being free to play, and that's awesome. And I like to consider myself kind of in the middle. So for all you guys in the middle, that's kind of the content I like to make for you guys. As always, feel free to leave comments, subscribe, comment, share with your friends if you like what you see. If you have any questions, concerns, if you have anything you'd like to see me cover in the game, feel free to leave them in the comments below. My Discord, as always, is also linked in the description. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video.